Welcome to another episode of Mario Kart Tour, everyone. Today we'll be taking a look at the new tour trailer, along with the Me Racing Suit trailer. We'll be racing in today's challenge for the pipe and firing all of the token shot pipes that we possibly can. We can nearly clear them all out, so we have a lot of content in store for today. If that sounds good with you all, be sure to drop a like on this video. Alright, so let's just go right into the news feed. We see right here, we're going to Bangkok, brand new city being brought to the game from Thailand. So we're getting all these unique vibes going on. And perhaps what's most interesting of all, right? We were under the impression that with the Metropolitan Fest, it would be all cities as the last tour was. But we can take a look here and see that there actually is a lot of regular retro courses from Mario Kart tournaments. But we have the new Daisy character. She looks fantastic. The entire set with the Tuk Tuk vehicle, which was originally data mined, right? That was back in spring of 2021 that we first had any impression of that. So we see RMX Vanilla Lake, Cheap Cheap Island, Coconut Mall, and Cheap Cheap Lagoon are among the tracks that we'll be racing through here. It's going to be a special pipe with past Daisy high-end alts. In case you missed my character guide for Daisy, this would be an opportune time to check that out now. As for the speculation on what her special skill is going to be, certainly Coinbox is on the table, right? This is a city tour. Now, in the last 12 months and beyond that point, all Coinbox drivers have come before a city has been brought to the game, right? Like we had Kamek before Sydney, and we had King Babam before Sydney the first time. So those were the two. Then we had Tuxedo Mario before Paris, right? Meowser was before Los Angeles. We had Gold Egg Yoshi before Amsterdam. So now the trend has been broken quite a bit because we had the gold Me Racing Suit as well as the question block Me Racing Suit. So where we actually stand within the ecosystem of Mario Kart Tour is really unclear since it's somewhat unprecedented at the given time. Certainly her character design could support Coinbox, but as we saw in the postcard, right, there's going to be barrels of bananas, as Yoshi Bear had pointed out. That would be a very interesting skill. You know that I'm not going to say banana barrels is a top tier special skill, but it is one of the best of the rest, as I would put it here. Very underrated because it is not technically easy to manipulate, but the amount of actions that can be generated from it are very formidable, to say the least. So that's what we're looking at there. And then this was a surprise too, right? We have the Me Racing Suit, and it turns out it's Chain Chomp, right? So it was that basic helmet, and I'm like, is this just going to be a recolor? That's what a lot of us were thinking, but they ended up doing something kind of cool with it. Double Bob-omb special skill is kind of curious on that, but this is what everyone's talking about, is the preview for Wave 10, and we see right here that looks like PD Piranha, folks. So but the thing is that going to be released at the same time as the PD Piranha character? Is that just foreshadowing the kind of course selection that we'll be seeing in that tour? A lot of questions that won't be answered until the next tour preview 2 weeks from now, right, folks? Because they don't show what the special skill is there, right? If that was a unique special skill, there hasn't been anything that's come up in the data mining that would support a new special skill, but those are often planted right before the release of the new special, often within 2 weeks. So we'll see what the next tour unpacks. Perhaps that will give us a clue to see, what kind of special skill could PD Piranha have if it is coming to the game. But I do want to caution folks that are really eager and just want to see PD Piranha so much, lower the expectations a little bit. That will prevent any kind of disappointment. Look, there's so many things that we all want to see come to the game, and if only the developers were listening and executing this, their lives as well as our enjoyment of their product would be that much greater. But Nintendo, particularly with Mario Kart Tour, has not been very engaging with its community, and that's, you know, room for progress. That's where we'll put it, right? But there is some optimistic signs on the horizon that we could have some cool stuff. So it's always good to have something to look forward to, but it's just, if it doesn't come to fruition, you know, we're going to enjoy everything that they provide us with, whether it's that thing that we want the most or if it's not, right? Anyway, let's go into today's challenge. We have the Chef Mii Racing suit. So I'm going to get a little bit of triple banana action. Actually, this is the Iggy Cup. And do I have top shelf on this? Ordinarily, I'm just a shade under the 700K, and I've been doing that with the sandbag in the Luigi Cup intentionally. So actually, oh no, this is Amsterdam Drift 1. So have DK Jr. for this, so it's just nothing remarkable here. Anyway, maybe we'll pull some triple banana action, right? Let's see if they can tempt me at all. Just a red shell frenzy, not too good. Oh, a lot of coins here. Must have been some big action before I made my way through there. All right. Pick up a few of these green tokens because I think I'm like 4 or 5 away from being able to fire off 29 of the 31 pipes, which is really very good. It's near the max, and I've only fired off the max a handful of times, so that should clinch it right there. Let's see, are there any greenies over here? Nope, looks like a clear line. Oh yeah, there is one, and we managed to get it instead of the bottom, which is fantastic. Picked up one there too, so we're in really good shape. We'll have over 700 and 750. Oof, savage bomb cannon accuracy. Isn't that always the way, folks? They're just incredible with what they can pull off there. Ooh, accidentally fired the red shell backwards, but can we sneak in? No, we're not going to be able to. And then we're going to take a hit on that, so I'll have to play this again to get the XP back. Not very friendly, Mario Kart Tour, not very friendly. Ay, 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 ay. There we go, down 0.2%. Now this pipe has to be good, right? That's we're going to hold them accountable to that. Oh, it's 5 rubies. We accept. Okay, that's worth the extra race I'm going to have to pull out now. That's good. This is a resource pull. Great way to start off the token shop pipes. So let's head over to the shop and see what's going on. Before we fire those, quick look at the daily selects. Oh, we've had it good on these camera days, right? The shop hasn't been good any other day except when I set up the recorder here. That's very good. So that's high-end ticket number 63. And then if we go over to, not the tour gifts, but we're going to take a look at how tantalizingly close I am. Look at this, less than 300 points away. Oh, that's a points cap ticket, that's right. So we already have our healthy stash secured, but that would be 3 more rubies. And we'll pick up those points somewhere. I'm challenging myself not to get it on the Luigi Cup, even though it very likely might end up being from that spot. So let's dive right into these pipes. Maybe we can get the good luck train continuing. From all accounts on Discord that I've read, the luck's been good for you guys this tour, and but we've had it pretty solid all the way through. So, but again, you know, what's good for one person might not be for someone else. So you know, if we don't hit golds, we want to see the resource pulls, right? Coins, 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 rubies. It's like, you know, the lion's share of these gold pipes is just the points cap tickets, right? So it's like, if you see, when I do my pulls, I get like 3 rubies and that's it. So it's like, you know, if you're not getting gold pipes, but you're getting like 15 or 20 rubies, that's, you know, well worth it. So let's go into it. Starting off with a green pipe. These always start really, really low on the totem, right? And then, you know, we start in the valley and we walk up DK Mountain, as I like to say. Okay, but they give us glider skill up tickets ×3. I love that. I wish they would do that with the points cap tickets. That would be a feel good on all of them, right? So number 2 is going to give us another green pipe. Okay, 3 rubies. We're not going to do the reset glitch here. If I get it in the final 10, I will go for it in that situation. And the stakes would be very high on that too, because since I haven't gotten the 700k, that's rubies, that's that high-end points cap ticket, so I would definitely have a point of contention to raise with them. That's more than this, right? More than the item tickets. I've been using them up a lot this tour, though, because, you know, I'm trying to extract maximum value off of like middle shelf driver, and it's like I'm using my item ticket just to gain like a couple extra 100 points on some of these tracks. So I was above 700, now I'm below 700 on the item tickets. So I'm not going to complain too much as long as it's not a steady dose of those. Points cap ticket for the card. That's awesome. Would much prefer to see the level ups for those. But they're giving us level ups with the normals, so I wish there was more value to those in the game. You know, that's part of what the Mii racing suits have introduced, right? So this is good. This is a resource pull. You know, the Mii racing suits, I've noticed that some of the counterpoints in the comments section have disappeared in the recent month or so. Regarding the value of the Miis, right? Like, will they be valuable? Will they not be valuable? And it's like, you know, right from the beginning, we were really on point with that projection. It's really kind of like a reset to the game, right? Because it's more than the value of a super. You know, in terms of bonus points boost, it's more than a high end, but of course the course coverage is quite limited, meaning that your return on investment that you're going to spend on your level up tickets and your points cap tickets is going to be all the less. So it's really an extremely costly move. So it's one, if you are invested into the Miis, then you're going to want to think about things in terms of really how you can move your resources and save them to get maximum efficiency off of everything else that there is. But certainly the best thing that you can do is to play cautious with the Miis. You know, maybe if you just want to collect a few that you like, but certainly you can avoid them entirely. They are not mandatory to be successful in the game. That much is for certain. 2,000 coins. Okay, so we're doing really good with the resource pull so far. And we were getting low on coins with the purchase of the Crowley cart, as well as I had a high-end cart ticket, a high-end driver ticket today. So coins, that's music to my ears. Okay, birthday girl. That's still useful for me on a Dixie contract. That's Daisy Hills R, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not disappointed to see that, although this is the value then of getting the normal level up ticket ×3, right? It's like you're pulling the birthday girl 3 times. But it's for the driver, so not quite effective there. Definitely the drivers for the normal kind are not very valuable. We haven't had a gold yet, see? There we go. They heard me asking for the cart ticket, so thank you. Thank you very much. But now we kind of want to get on the board, right? We've had a little bit of rubies, we've had a little bit of coins, all the normal and super tickets, right? Let's get into the action now. What's interesting is they've kind of avoided the red tickets. Oh, did we call that? So now they're kind of avoiding the gold pipes. To see if we can manipulate it in some way. Nope. The speech play is not working today. It's not working. Okay, but 1,000 coins. So we're doing good on the coins. I think that's up to 4,000. Let's see. Still with the green. Oof, these normals. You know, usually the value of the supers, they still have a place in the ecosystem. And they will, you know, as long as they don't go to a 4th capping, which would be really disastrous. I've said it time and time again, because what it really is the base points is what skews the significance of high ends rather than that of supers and normals. So before points capping was even a thing, I mean, like for example, we had, you know, a Spotlight, Monty Mole, and all those Hammer Bros, right? Like those supers still had a lot of value, and it was very easy to gain access to them and to level them up, right? But certainly after the points capping, we've seen that's when the game really shifted, and they had the correct awareness in that also. Whereas, you know, new characters started being high-end variety only, right? You know, like with Nabbit, King Bob-omb, you know, that was the trend. Even before that, a little bit with Funky Kong and Dixie Kong. So, thinking ahead, what could be in this gold pipe, but I was thinking ahead to, you know, the tour after the Bangkok tour, right? The music is fantastic with that. You know, whether or not that has an elite special skill, that's a character favorite. Given we already just had a Daisy though, and this is part of what we were talking about with the Rosalina, right? Is how these things are spaced out, right? The timing of these things. Because I know a lot of the Daisy fans were unhappy, you know, given the span of like an entire year pretty much without a variation, and now it's, you know, less than 2 months, or about 2 months anyway. That's quite sudden. You know, it'd be nice to see these things sprinkled out more regularly throughout the year, and then give the opportunity to the things that are not represented in the game. But, you know, there we go. There's our points cap ticket, and it's of the cart kind, so we like that. Very, very good to get the cart ticket. It's been the most active part of my strategy. Even while I wait for the content that I would like to see brought to the game, we only have 3 high-end Kongs, and there's 3 rubies to contribute to the next one, if there would ever be a next one, right? You know, Cranky Kong has been touted, you know, not just within the community with Kart Life's Character Madness, right? That was one of the finalists, and it was the top placing original character that hasn't been in a prior Mario Kart game. Petey Piranha took the title there and was the #1 voted returning character. Of course, it was in Mario Kart Double Dash as an unlockable character. I like when they used to do that in Mario Kart, is you know, have a few of the characters require achievements in game in order to obtain them. It just felt so much more rewarding when it was like that, instead of just having like the full roster available at once. You know, and perhaps they can, this is just a piece of advice if Nintendo is listening, is that, you know, one of the elements that I enjoy the most about Mario Kart Tour and why I've continued to play is that it's got RPG elements, right? Like, I have my characters that I invest into, you know, DK Jr., Dixie Kong, Funky Kong, and these are ones that it's like, you know, I'm leveling them up and I'm watching the skills increase, kind of like a skill tree of sorts that we would see like in an RPG, or at least leveling up and increasing the performance of those things. And that's something that is totally unique, really, within, you know, the racing genre itself. So finding a way to make the gameplay of the next mainline Mario Kart interesting, using these elements that, you know, of course feed into the gacha and the revenue that the mobile game has to procure in order to maintain this constant stream of content that they've been able to deliver quite successfully, whether or not it's the kind of content that we all, you know, are getting excited about. That fluctuates and it varies from person to person, right? So like, you know, the thing that you like might not be the thing that I like, but just to see you happy, you know, I can feel that happiness as well. So we're going really good with the cart tickets. A little bit too much of the normal variety though for my liking. It would be nice to see 2 super level up tickets. Ooh, okay. So here we go, we're up to the 500 tokens now. Only one gold pipe this time. So anybody out there that was tired of seeing me get a lot of gold pipes, then yeah, you know, my luck generally isn't too good. Watch all the times I pulled with my rubies, right? I think we did okay on the Tuxedo Mario one, but that was about it, really. I mean, I had good odds on the gold pipe, right? But that was, I mean, a can't miss pipe in terms of odds. And the only glider I pulled was the gold swooper, which has been MIA. So, yeah, definitely, and that's the thing too, when you go into special pipes and you're getting that high-end value, you're not getting the proper return on investment for your rubies if you really like itemize it down to, you know, what that is obtaining you for future performance. You know, and that's why I call it depreciation, and why, you know, I take a stand against pulling on these pipes just, you know, casually or willy-nilly. Just because as a free-to-play player, you know, I understand and I value the significance of these resources and the kind of time that I've invested into doing it. So you might say, well, it's just so many resources. Well, no, because I still respect and value that. It's like, you know, if you know, make a lot of wealth in your lifetime, I would certainly hope that you manage that so that you can sustain it not only for yourself, but, you know, for your family and for your future and things of that kind, right? We always have to be thinking about things in a responsible manner, even though this is a game, right? It's, you know, games are just microcosms of life, and, you know, a lot of that, there's crossover there. So a lot of times, you know, I'm not talking about life, but the things that I'm talking about in the game have parallels. I often find that that's part of the richness of the dialogue in this series of videos. And we've been pretty cold on these, that's for sure. But that's always nice. I think we're up to 5,500 coins now. It's been a bit lacking in terms of the resources, that much is for sure. So we have 5 more to go, including this one. Be interesting to see 3 rubies now, because this is the point in time when I would really want to test out to see if that glitch still exists. But no, we're up to 6,500 coins now, if my memory serves there. Maybe we can just finish it up with all coins, that would be nice. Okay, 8,500 coins. Speaking my language. Can we triple dip? It's green, could be. Okay, a super takes the Koopa Clown up to level 4. I believe that's still used on my account for some courses, although the overall value on that is not significant. So this is down to the finish here, and that's not a good one. We got to do better than that to finish it up. So let's go. Let's manifest the luck right now. Green pipe. So only 1 gold this time around. Of course, this could be a faker, but 2,000 coins. I'm gonna call that a win in my book. So I think we made it to 10,000 coins total, right? That would have been 10,500. I think that's pretty good, right? Given that, you know, it was mostly points cap tickets. If we take a look at where the resources stand now, this is where we're at. And if we take a look here, you know, that's a lot of points cap tickets, and there's not a significant demand for those on my account at the moment. I'm very pleased that we managed to get that single cart cap ticket along with all the ones that we pulled from ranked mode in the first week. Otherwise, the coins contribute to these, right? And those are the level up tickets that produce a greater influence on your score. The points cap tickets, statistically speaking, are worth only about 75% of the value of these, even though the price of them in the tier shop is not reflective of that. That's based on some long gone and should be forsaken composition of what they mean in terms of the ecosystem, right? Because originally they were very closely gated, and you could count how many points cap tickets were viable for any single player to have, right? That's how a lot of the players in ranked mode were caught as cheaters, right? Because they had more things uncapped than were feasible at given points in history. But you know, now the game is much more wide open with its resources, and I think that the price point on those things should be more reflective of that, right? It's like when Pauline and the other premium high ends in the shop were 30,000 for the driver and 25,000 for things like the circuit special. It was like, you know, highway robbery that they were pulling off on their players, and it would be nice to see them, you know, bring greater self-awareness to their own systems at play. But that's all very good. Glad to see that we managed to recoup the coins for that high-end ticket. So hopefully you all managed to have more than one gold pipe this time around. And I'm looking forward to the Bangkok tour. We're gonna have Daisy. We're gonna check out what her special skill is, if that's one that everybody's gonna be supercharged to go in for, or if you might be thinking along the lines of saving for that subsequent tour, which we're gonna be very eager to see. So if that sounds good with you all, the best way to stay in tune with all the content here is to click the subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping to facilitate more content from Mario Kart Tour. I do appreciate the support so much, and I wish you all the best. Take care, everybody.